In Spain, Yunus Musah and Valencia, 19th in the table. They're in serious danger of going down, but Musah is a player I imagine you think would find a nice landing spot, a good club if Valencia go down.
Don't care if Valencia goes down relative to Yunus Musah because he is a bright, shining star. He's young. I think there is a general recognition of his quality. Obviously, he's just played in a World Cup, and I think that there were already people, I think, not just kicking the tires, that are salivating over the potential of Yunus Musah to bring to a club. So he would. I don't think he would have any problem. For Valencia, it'd be bad, but for Yunus Musah, it's neither here nor there.
Ricardo Pepi is interesting. He continues to play well for Groningen, scored this past weekend coming off a good international window where he got 3 goals in 2 games for the U.S., got the winner against El Salvador coming off the bench. But Groningen as a team struggling. They're 17th out of 18 teams in the Eredivisie, 7 points out of safety, so looking like they might go down. Remember, Pepi is there on loan from Augsburg. Augsburg 7 points clear of safety, 7 points above the relegation zone in Germany. However, Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted, and Sean Sullivan expertly adding this to the rundown as we speak, that there's no chance of Pepi going back to Augsburg. Because you were wondering, boy, if Augsburg stay up, maybe he goes back there and gives it another shot in the Bundesliga. What you're hearing now is he's been so impressive for Groningen that big Dutch teams like PSV and Feyenoord are interested in him, and he might be leaning that way. So would that be a good move for him to stay in the Netherlands, a league he's taken well to, but going to a better club that's going to be challenging for titles in that country?
Well, we know that he would not certainly be the first nor the last striker to use the Netherlands as a platform from which to go on to bigger and better things. The history is long and incredibly talented. The reason why he was loaned out was to get his mojo back. As a striker, your mojo is relative to scoring goals. He is doing it. He is doing it for a team that obviously, as we said, is worried about relegation. So it's not a great team. It's not a team that's going to have a lot of the ball. If you saw the goal that he scored this weekend, came across his body, and he had one thing that he was going to do, and he was going to shoot that. That is a sign of a guy that is incredibly confident. So it doesn't surprise me in the least that those that are watching him week in and week out, the PSVs and the Feyenoords and this level of team would say, hey, look, we're already seeing what this guy is doing week in and week out. We will absolutely look at that. So that he is not going back to Augsburg, I don't think that should worry anybody, because I think that there are others that are going to come along and recognize that, all right, he has gotten his mojo back, and we want some of that mojo.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.